Ready to discover new business opportunities or connect with right professionals? Meet ICA Connect, your ultimate B2B matchmaking platform. With ICA Connect, you can easily connect with industry professionals, organize B2B meetings, and unlock potential business opportunities. Start your journey now. Download the app on iOS or Android with the login credentials we sent you via email. Answer a few onboarding questions to boost your experience. The more you share, the better our AI can recommend the right opportunities for you. Looking for a booth? Use the interactive floor plan to navigate easily and reach your destination without any hassle. Need to share contact details? Simply scan a QR code with the badge scanning feature. It's quick and easy. Whether you're a visitor or an exhibitor, connecting is easy. See someone you would like to connect with? Just tap on Request a Meeting button and pick a time that works for you. Add the sessions you're interested in to your schedule and ensure you don't miss any key industry insights throughout the event. Keep a track of your meetings and schedule throughout the event with ease. Plan smarter, connect faster. Make the most of the event with ICA Connect, your tool to powerful connections and an enjoyable event experience.
Okay, Alexei, thank you for sharing this video about ICA Connect. Let's get started. So my name is Nikolay, and I'll be hosting this webinar. I am the author of Expology, a book about successful exhibiting. I've been engaged in the event industry for over 25 years, and today I'll be glad to share my experience with you. But first of all, let me guide you through our today's program. We shall start with pre-event planning and promotion and talk about what to do before the show to lay the foundation of your exhibiting success. After that, I'll share some tips on how your exhibition stand should look to attract more visitors. Then we'll get more practical and talk about how to present and promote your products at your stand in a most favorable way. After that, we'll dwell on making eye contact and interacting with attendees. We'll see how your exhibit staff should look and behave, how to engage attendees, and how to effectively communicate with them. And finally, we'll round it up with what to do after the event is over and talk briefly about post-show follow-up. This webinar is designed for participants of both building and food events. Therefore, I picked up photos and cases relevant for these two industries. Please note that we have a chat option. So if you have any questions, you can print them in the chat box. My colleagues and I will be ready to answer. We'll have a questions and answers section at the end of the webinar. We're quite pressed for time. We only have a couple of hours to go, so we'll be going fast. please be ready to make screenshots or some quick notes to put down things you'll find hopefully useful. Okay. One of the key advantages of exhibitions is that you can reach quite a few objectives at the same time. Sales, marketing, production, communication, PR, and GR. The more specific your exhibiting goals are, the better you can measure your return on investment and return on objectives. So in this respect, I would recommend to begin with the end in mind. Answer simple questions. Answer a simple question. What results do you need to achieve? For instance, finding a native partner is one of the biggest steps towards creating a successful venture in the region. Or you might be attending the show to support the local partner you're already cooperating with. Your goal then may be to attract more buyers and reinforce customer relationships. Along with establishing business contacts, participating in an exhibition is often results in more precise understanding of what needs to be improved in order to adapt products to the market to meet specific standards and demands of customers. Make sure you read post-show report to see the visitors breakdown and identify your key targets. A few more questions to be answered. Who exactly do you want to meet at the exhibition? Distributors, dealers, agents, retailers, manufacturers? What products are you going to present? How to attract your target audience? Define what qualifies as a lead and track key metrics like booth traffic and lead quality. Ask the event organizers what they can offer to promote your participation prior to the event, both free of charge and on a paid basis. They're actually on your side and want you to have a really great show so that you rebook your stand for the next year and recommend other companies to participate. If you have any questions or queries on how best to prepare for an exhibition, simply get in touch with the event coordinators. They have years of advice and experience to share. As far as promotion activities are concerned, use all available channels for pre-show marketing, emailing, website, social media platforms to announce your presence at the trade show. This is a good idea to put banners on the most visited pages of your website, highlighting your participation. Sometimes the event organizers have these banners already created, and all you need is to download them from the exhibition website. Your everyday email signature may reflect the name of the event, dates, venue, hall or pavilion, and your booth number. When you send out your pre-show mailing, encourage people to sign up for an appointment in advance. Tell people what you will be doing at the show, what you're going to offer, and explain why they should take time to visit you. It is essential to attract your target audience in order to compete effectively for the time and attention of visitors. Use photos or graphic images of the products or equipment you are going to present. You can also use photos of your exhibit staff members. From a psychological point of view, it will be easier for visitors to come up to people they saw in your ads prior to the event. In fact, most people are visually oriented, so the same refers to the graphic image of your stand. And exhibition floor plan, where your space is marked with the logo of your company. Here is a good example of how you can promote your location and navigate visitors to your stand. All in all, it is advisable to synchronize your pre-event promotion campaign with the way your stand and products will look on the trade show floor. Recommend visitors to get registered online in advance. On the one hand, to save money and time on site, and on the other, the sooner they do that, the more time the organizers will have to actually drive them to the exhibition. And one of the most important advice I can give is to arrange business meetings with your prospects and partners in advance. According to industry reports, exhibitors who schedule meetings with prospects before a trade show are up to 50% more likely to convert those leads into sales compared to those who rely solely on walk-in traffic. If you have a chance to contact people you want to meet at the exhibition and make appointments with them beforehand, please do. The visitors' traffic throughout working hours of an exhibition is normally uneven, yet predictable. It is usually high in the middle of the day. The peak period is from 12 to 4 p.m. In this respect, it is preferable to make appointments on light periods from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. in the morning and from 4 to 6 p.m. in the evening. Make sure your company profile on the matchmaking platform is completed promptly and in full to give you maximum exposure. So what else do you need to do during the pre-show period? Take care of advertising materials, brochures, leaflets, samples, business cards. Have them translated into English or the language of your target audience. Employ a professional translator to provide this service to you. The quality of translation is essential. Pay attention to your booth staff badges. Put their names on them so that visitors can address and better remember them. You can also use your branded lanyards instead of those provided by the organizers. It is preferable to have handouts both in printed and digital formats. Some people still prefer paper materials over digital alternatives. Moreover, if you run out of printed materials, you can provide digital ones, and that would be another reason to get a visitor's email address or a mobile phone number. At the same time, there are people who feel more comfortable with digital documents rather than paperwork. So again, I would prepare both printed and electronic handouts. As for giveaways and promotional gifts, people love taking free items. But if they are ordinary plastic pens or stress balls, they usually just end up in the trash. Present something more valuable and useful. Please note that too many promotional gifts may attract wrong people, so do not pile them up on the front desk. Make your giveaways related to your product or your company profile. If you sell a product with unique features, give away something that reminds the visitor of those unique features. You have to think out of the box here to provide something that is uniquely you and aligns with your brand and message. You may want visitors to carry materials collected at the show in your promo bags. Make them roomy and durable and see how many people will be eager to have them and carry them on their shoulders. And that's how you turn attendees into your free promoters at the show and outside the venue as well. So this is it for the pre-event period. And now we'll move on to the show time. The first thing to do as the event kicks off is to make a collective photo of your team and post it on your corporate and personal media accounts on LinkedIn, Instagram, or Facebook. You can also shoot and share a short video to reflect the atmosphere of the event and promote your stand. Now let's talk about the requirements your exhibition stand should meet. It has to be visible, attractive, informative, accessible, presenting your products in a most favorable way, and comfortable for visitors and your exhibit staff. Before designing your stand, examine the floor plan and location to better understand how traffic will flow and from which points it will be observable to visitors. They may look at your stand from a long, medium, and close distance, so design your stand accordingly. The upper framework is normally visible from a long distance, so the higher it is, the better. As people come closer, they can see graphic images, video panels, and descriptive texts. And as they approach the front line, information counters and showcases come into sight. If your stand is located at the end of a long aisle, the proper positioning of signs and graphic images is crucial. So here you can see a good example of how these stand design components should be placed to work properly. On the trade show floor, you have about 3 seconds to grab visitors' attention as they walk down the aisle. To make sure your stand is noticed, you can use light, your brand's colors, and motion. It works on an unconscious level, regardless of visitors' age, gender, or nationality. Here are a few examples of attention-getting stands from food industry events. If you present an equipment, making it work is the best way to create emotion effect and bring dynamics to your stand, show advantages, and draw visitors' attention. Try not to block the front side of your stand. Keep it open to avoid barriers between your booth and the aisle, so that visitors can easily come up and step inside. You can put your bestseller, a special offer, or a new product in front to make visitors stop and have a closer look at your products. Segmentation of products by categories, brands, or price level makes your stand look comprehensible. Here's an example. Vertical display of exhibits is a good way to save space and give visitors a full view on the range of your products. That's a good one. As for communication areas, arrange them according to the estimated timing of contacts. If you want to have a brief talk, you can make it standing on the front line, behind or next to the information counter. If a visitor appears a potential client or a partner and thus requires a thorough conversation, you can invite him or her in to sit down at the table. Normally, the more comfortable the chairs are, the longer it may last. So picking up suitable furniture, you can control timing as well as number of contacts you make. Now, let's touch upon the informative function of an exhibition stand. With all due respect, however well you think you are recognized in your own country or in the world, please do not overestimate your brand awareness. Many people will see you at the exhibition for the first time. With this in mind, your stand signage should say more than just your brand and company name. I always appreciate when worldwide renowned companies with a long history still find it essential to have descriptive texts on their stands. And they're absolutely right, keeping their stands informative. Make sure your booth design quickly and clearly tells visitors what you are offering and why they will benefit from coming into your booth and partnering with you. I've already mentioned, but it's worth repeating how important it is to employ a professional translator, preferably a native speaker. Do not overload your stand with textual content. Generally, it looks intimidating and unreadable. You can't just copy a text from your website or a brochure and paste it on a wall. Your stand design and signage should look more like an outdoor advertising or a billboard rather than a page from a booklet. I think you noticed that visitors often take photos to better remember exhibitors or products they are interested in. So if your signage contains your contact information, you will turn a photo of your stand or a product into an illustrated business card, and it'll be easier to get in touch with you after the show is over. QR codes with links to your website, social media platforms, or videos are a great way for people to scan quickly with their smartphones and learn more about your company later. They're also useful for people who want to find out more information while your staff are busy talking to others. Put QR codes on front desk or a wall closer to aisles so that they are easy to be scanned. Product certification is often essential for demonstrating compliance with safety, quality, and performance standards, particularly in regulated industries or when selling products in specific markets. Placing a certificate or a mark on a wall or a sign near your product provides assurance that it meets defined requirements and builds customer trust. The simplest way to attract your target audience is to announce the goals of your participation in a trade fair. Tell your targeted visitors that you would like to see them on your stand and address them directly. Tailor your message to your target audience's interests. Show the results achieved, problems solved, advantages gained by your clients with your products. Your signage can indicate unique features or distinctive characteristics of your products. The descriptive text on this stand says that the product helps speed up installation process by 60%. I think it's a good reason to come up and have a closer look at the product, isn't it? Use catchy lines appealing to your targeted visitors. Keep your pitch uncomplicated. Think of eye-catching signs like this one. It's always good when your stand evokes positive emotions in visitors. Take care of the signage in advance. Handwritten signs don't look good and spoil your image. Use physical demonstrations of your products. It's a great idea because people trust what they see better than words they hear or read. So whatever advantage of your product is water repellence, temperature resistance, durability, or taste, make it visible, tangible, and perceptible. Everything that surrounds your products is unconsciously associated with them. So use showcases that align with your brand positioning and price level. If you want to stress that your product is made of natural ingredients, you can use natural materials or plants in stand construction. By the way, your products can be used as elements of stand design. It looks extraordinary, catches the eye, and naturally focuses visitors' attention on your products. Here are a few examples. This is an example of how you can turn your product into an eye stopper. A manufacturer of valves and fittings decorated an ordinary ball valve with Swarovski crystals, put it on a revolving platform and illuminated it with spotlight. Tikurila painted a piano in a fancy way. That's another example of relevant eye-catching objects from a paint factory. People love taking pictures, so if you arrange a photo spot on your stand, they won't miss a chance to create content for their social media pages. The more creative your photo area is, the more visitors will interact. By all means, your brand and products should be the focal point. A direct access encourages people to get involved in your products. People are more inclined to remember an experience rather than a sales pitch. So if you present a tangible product, try to put it in the hands of visitors. Sense of touch is very well remembered, even better than visual images. Try to make your product display an interactive experience. This can be done by sampling or testing your products. Here you can see two samples of flooring and a hammer. Visitors are invited to make a soundproofing test, and they can pick up a hammer, hit one sample and then the other to hear them damp the sound. So they can literally hear the sound of proofing quality of the flooring. Allowing your stand visitors to interact makes it a more memorable experience than passively receiving information. If you can't use physical demonstration of your products, try at least to get them visualized by photos, graphic images, or videos. Using graphics, you can demonstrate how wide the range of products is or a complex solution, but you don't have enough space to do that. Graphic images can supplement live demonstration of equipment or present large-scale products in a reduced form. Or, on the contrary, magnify a small-sized product to make it visible from a long distance. Your video can feature your equipment in action, the manufacturing process, accomplished projects, things like that. Make it dynamic and use descriptive text to be sure people easily understand what they see. Using augmented or virtual reality, you can take visitors on a virtual tour to immerse into a manufacturing process or to walk around your factory. Another way to show your infrastructure or industrial facilities is to use a scale model. Anyway, seeing is believing, so visualization is a powerful means of communication. Visuals transcend language barriers, make them comprehensible to a wide range of people, regardless of their native tongue. Graphic images can visually enlarge the space of your stand. You can place on a back wall a poster with a completed project or your manufacturing capacities, or a warehouse with product supplies, or even a landscape of your country to demonstrate the origin of your products. Okay, we're through with the exhibition stand section and coming up to the most important part of the webinar. We shall talk about your booth team, the way they should look and behave to engage attendees. Booth staff should aim for a professional and polished appearance that aligns with the brand and event. There are generally 3 types of attire you can wear on a trade show floor. Your booth staff should adopt either a business formal, a business professional, or a business casual attire. In the pre-show meeting, convey to your team what is expected from them in terms of their clothing and appearance. Consider choosing a color scheme. Your booth staff will look better in coordinated outfits. Incorporating branded elements like ties, lanyards, or badges will reinforce brand identity and make it easier for visitors to recognize who is who on your stand and better remember you. Comfortable shoes are crucial for long hours on your feet. Do not wear brand new shoes. You can buy a pair of cushioned insoles for your shoes and bring a pair of sneakers or other comfortable footwear and swap out when you can. Be sure that everyone manning your booth is friendly, enthusiastic, and informative. It may be common sense, but it's not so common in practice. We know that people convey more than half of their message non-verbally. That's why it's important to communicate these non-verbal messages to attendees. You are approachable, you'd like them to enter your booth, you are ready to speak to them. Few words about booth etiquette. Your exhibit staff should speak positive body language. It is considered rude to stand cross-armed or with your hands in your pockets. Avoid eating at your exhibition stand. Don't be sitting around waiting for someone to come up to your booth. Lazy and indifferent team members with sad faces, chatting with each other, and empty booths turn visitors away. They may think that if there are no other visitors on your stand, there's nothing interesting there. Your products are not demanded and you are not successful enough to deal with. Do not stand with your back to the aisle. Please don't demonstrate that you are busy reading, writing, working at a computer, talking over the phone, sending text messages, or scrolling through the feed. This may discourage casual visitors from stopping and asking questions. People may just not dare to interfere. Pay attention to anyone who comes up to your booth. Don't hide deep inside, making them wait. They won't wait long, 20 or 30 seconds, and off they go. On the other hand, people do not like too much attention on them, so you may pretend that you are busy doing something, but your side vision should always be switched on and follow attendees. As you see them stopping by, looking at your product or picking up your brochure, give them a few seconds and then start a conversation. Use every opportunity to engage in conversations. You can even step out into the aisles to greet attendees, walking past your booth and make them enter. Do not come up to visitors with, "Can I help you?" The most common reaction will be, "No, thanks, I'm just watching." The primary goal is to identify visitors. Start with eye contact, greeting, and telling them who you are, what you do, what you are offering. Hello, we are a manufacturing company from, then comes your country. We are called, your name. Here we present a wide range of quality, natural, innovative products, etc. You can mention the goals of your participation right away. Here we're looking for a distributor who will cover the whole region. We're here to find a regional sales representatives. We're here to establish relationships with regional wholesale and retail companies. At this exhibition, we're searching for contractors to offer our manufacturing capacities. We're here to meet new buyers or suppliers of raw materials and packaging. As a conversation starter, you can use a comment on the product the visitor is looking at, or on the contents of a catalog he or she is flipping through. And then comes an identifying questions. Comes an identifying question. Here are a few examples. And what does your company do? What type of business are you in? What is your company engaged in? Manufacturing, distributing, wholesaling, retail? The answer will show whether it's the targeted visitor or not. And after that, you can decide whether it's worth continuing the conversation and act further accordingly. So the next step is to qualify the lead. Asking open-ended questions is a great way to understand visitors' needs and motivations. For instance, asking what brought you to the event can provide valuable insights into their goals and identify pain points. You can tailor your questions to each visitor. A quick glance at the badge or company name can give you clues about their industry or role. For example, I see you are in the manufacturing sector. Many of our manufacturing clients are exploring automation solutions right now. What challenges is your team facing with automation? This kind of personalization helps you connect quickly, make your questions more impactful, and spark a meaningful dialogue. Focus on key factors. Gathering details like specific product interests, current challenges, time frames, sales and purchasing volumes, distribution channels, transform a basic contact into a qualified lead. Here are a few more relevant questions that can help estimate visitors' commercial potential. What type of products does your company sell? What suppliers do you work with at the moment? How many and what brands do you distribute in the region? How long have you been working in the market? What about the sales volume of products you sell per month or per year? How regularly do you purchase? What is the volume of your average purchase? What about the price segment? Is it premium, middle market, or mass market? Do you work with exporting companies or manufacturers from abroad? What countries? European, Asian? Have you ever had experience of cooperating with manufacturers from, then comes your country? What kind of experience did you have? What do you think of cooperating with a supplier from? Are there any projects underway or coming up where we can cooperate? On what conditions do you cooperate with your current partners? What are your requirements for suppliers? When visitors respond, practice active listening. Ask follow-up questions to explore the topic further. Pay attention to their answers and use them when it comes to presenting your products. Pay attention to non-verbal cues. If someone appears rushed, keep your questions short and to the point. On the other hand, if they lean in or ask follow-up questions, take the opportunity to explore the topic further. Also, don't rush to fill silences. Pausing after a question often leads to a more thoughtful and detailed answers. Let visitors finish their thoughts without interruptions. Give them the space to express themselves fully. This will make them feel heard and valued, and that eventually can lead to more productive conversations. Time is limited, so if you qualify the attendee as a prospect and invite him or her into your booth, be ready to make a brief and focused presentation, stressing the benefits and putting your best cases forward. Offering value is the key. Be ready to answer questions about your company and products, unique selling proposition, exporting experience, certification, logistics, packaging, marketing support, competitive advantages. Why have you made up a decision to enter this market? What reasons do you have to be successful in this region? Why do you think your products will be demanded? Why is it profitable to cooperate with you? Think of other typical questions visitors may ask you to be prepared and feel more confident answering them at the event. Be ready to provide facts and figures proving your arguments. A reference list and feedback from your clients and partners would be relevant as well. Engage visitors into your products. Let them touch and try to be sure of their quality. People believe what they see, feel, smell, or taste more than words they hear. That's why they come to exhibitions. If you can't make physical demonstration, use visuals, photos, graphic images, videos, scale models, printed materials. As for the lead capture, exchange business cards or contact details and record accurate and complete data about your prospect in a lead form to ensure nothing gets forgotten. Most trade shows now offer badge scanning apps that integrate directly with the event's registration system to make capturing leads faster and easier. After all is said and done, it's time to finalize the conversation. Wrap up discussions by summarizing key points and confirming the next steps. For example, you could say, I understand you're looking for a solution to your inventory challenges. I'll send over some case studies that align with your needs. This not only shows you've been paying attention, but also keeps the door open for further communication. What is our next step after the event? Who should we contact with further on? I suggest we get in touch on the 15th of September. I'll give you a phone call. You can suggest arranging a Zoom session, a meeting, providing samples, sharing some additional information, or making a commercial offer. Close the conversation on a positive note. Well, I think we've had a very productive discussion. We have all reasons for successful cooperation. Do you have any questions to me? I have one last question to you. Thank you very much for your time. It was a pleasure to meet you. Here's a little present for you if you have any. As agreed, we'll get in touch with you right after the event. Have a nice day. Bye. During and right after your conversation, jot down key details like the challenges, timelines, any personal notes that can help personalize your follow-up. The sooner you record this information, the more accurate and helpful your follow-up will be. Ask visitors for preferred follow-up time and method. Ask your team to categorize all the leads. Develop a scoring system to ensure quality leads are followed up on first. Not all leads are created equal, so prioritizing them based on their level of engagement is key. You can sort them into 3 main categories: hot, warm, and cold leads. Hot leads are people who showed strong interest. Maybe they asked detailed questions about pricing or mentioned specific timelines. These leads need your attention right away. Combination of phone call and a follow-up email works best here. Warm leads are the prospects who showed interest but weren't ready to commit just yet. They might have asked for more information or expressed curiosity about your solutions. Reach out to them with a personalized email that references your conversation. Cold leads are the visitors who collected your information but didn't engage much. Well, they are not ready to buy now. They still hold potential. Focus on nurturing these leads by sharing helpful content rather than pushing for a sale. The ultimate goal isn't just to close a quick deal. It's to build lasting relationships. Some prospects may take months to make a decision, but consistent, meaningful follow-ups ensure you're the first name they think of when they're ready to move forward. Okay, let's go to practical advice and talk about transcending the language barrier on the trade show floor. People may be too shy to speak with foreigners. Thus, an interpreter should always be somewhere around to help you out with those who don't speak English. If you don't have local staff available, hire an interpreter. At least be ready to use Google Translate on your smartphone. If your product or service requires a lot of technical information, forward general terms and notions to the interpreter in advance. I would also recommend to advise him or her on dress code prior to the show. If you meet a person who can speak English, and especially if you are a native English speaker, speak simple English. Slow down, cut out rare or sophisticated words and idioms. You may use idioms trying to look friendly and informal, but I would recommend more formal style because at least they can understand you. And we all know when people don't understand you, they don't trust you. It would be nice if you learn a couple of words in the language visitors speak in this country. Greeting or introducing yourself would do. It's always appealing when a person speaks your language, isn't it? In general, using the language visitors speak in your stand signage and when talking to people shows that you're respectful to this country and serious about entering this market. Try to choose a hotel located near the exhibition venue to be sure you come on time, because every minute counts. You can find your local partners among exhibitors around you, so look through the list of exhibitors, mark out companies that match your target audience profile, and walk the show to see who is attending. I would do it in the morning or in the evening, when exhibitors are less busy engaging attendees. Perhaps you can learn something useful from other international exhibitors. Speaking to various people could reveal insights into the market and industry trends. So do not be afraid to step away from your booth for a while to investigate what others are doing. Be ready to contact with mass and professional media representatives or be interviewed by the organizers. It can give you extra coverage and enhance your brand awareness. Please do not leave early. It pays to stay up to the very end of the show. I can't give you 100% guarantee, but a survey indicates there are chances to meet prospects in the very last minutes of the show time. So just stay there and see what happens. The most favorable booth locations for the next event are normally being booked on best conditions during the show time. So do not hesitate to rebook or apply for available space when the show is going on. Continue your communication campaign after the show is over. Share a post-event press release through all channels available. Share your exhibiting experience. Tell people how great the show was, what results you achieved, and thank everyone who visited your booth. It's worth mentioning if your product received an award, certificate, or the best product presentation prize. As a reminder of your meeting, you can send visitors photos from your stand. A small secondary but essential task. Take the time to update all your networks and websites. Delete the visitors banners and replace them with "Thank you for coming." There's nothing worse than finding ads that are several days or even weeks out of date. Once the show is over, the job isn't done yet. It's high time to follow through all the new opportunities you've generated. Every visitor to your stand should receive a timely follow-up. Tailor the priority and method of contact to the prospect's level of urgency. Start with hot ones. They should get your response within 24 to 48 hours. Acting fast keeps the conversation fresh and shows you're professional and reliable. I would recommend to follow up all contacts within 2 weeks after the show maximum. The sooner the better. Get your contacts into the CRM accurately, tagging them as collected at the exhibition. This will allow you to estimate the number of qualified leads, monitor the progress in relationships with visitors until they turn into your customers, calculate conversion rates, and ultimately measure your ROI by comparing event costs to revenue generated from converted leads. A systematic approach to exhibiting will help you set up realistic and measurable objectives for the next events, refine future strategies, and make the most of your show participation. Okay, we're actually through with the basic part of our webinar, and now I can introduce my colleague Alexei to share more information about the opportunities the organizers can provide. Alexey, over to you.
Thank you very much, and thank you for joining us today. We are expected to introduce to you our event application, which help to make the most out of our time at the exhibition. And let's drive to right in and see how it's work. Just seconds, I share my screen. Yeah, just for instance, you could have a look, for example, World Food Istanbul, Kazbiot, and Aquaterm Tashkent. You easily find link to exhibitor portal and all information about our applications. Name of our applications, ISA Connect into Turkey, ISA Events into the Kazakhstan, in ITESA Connect in Uzbekistan. It's 3 different application and solutions, but it's very similar in functionality. Yeah, just have a look one videos about full functionality. It's only 1 minute. Yeah, you get
Alexey,
started.
one question right away. Is it free of charge for visitors and exhibitors?
Yeah, thank you for your questions. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It's free of charge for visitors, exhibitors, delegates, and another our clients. Yeah, you can use for all our events and the country. You need to just start work with registration, of course. Yeah, for visitors, it's visitor registration. For exhibitors, we start work with exhibitor portal. Once you received your login credentials from our event coordinators or our colleague, simply choose event and you are attending into your email and registration ID. After that, you could use our exhibitor portal. It's example for World Food Istanbul. As you see, we have a couple of mandatory information. It's like catalog information, product and service, index brands, company logo, additional information, and exhibitor pages.
And just for additional information, can I upload graphic images, photos, videos?
Yes, you're absolutely right. You can use something additional information like links or something like different, and you use logo and profile cover photo. It's like
Great.
Image wall, yeah, etc. And when you add your exhibitor representative into the stands, you received your personal badge. It's look like this one. Just seconds. Okay. Okay. I could show later. And you received by email your personal invitation, and after that you can start use with our app and our solution. Our solution looks like this. We have a homepage with video tutorials and useful links like visitors. It's very important things. Recommendation, exhibitors, it's mean company. Exhibitor reps, it's mean people. Yeah. Event agenda, and of course video, how it's used, how you could download, scan it, contacts, etc. Our recommendation system use AI. It's related what you choosing in our exhibitor portal. If, for example, company work with building materials and structure, and our visitors interested in building materials and structure, we have a recommendation system. You easy to use to show interest or have a matchmaking. Yeah, you could request to the meeting. You could choose day or time and time. It's pretty much easy. Or send message. For these sections, it's interesting in you all your connections of the events. It's your personal schedule, event agenda. For now, we don't have any seminars. It will be done later. Floor plans, exhibitors. Exhibitors, we have and collect all information from exhibitors company and push the information into the solutions. And as you see, we already have a lot of different exhibitors. And of course, exhibitor reps. It's for me, for example, with you can use some summary, etc., some description. You easy to find visitors. It's easy to find your clients into the platform. We have partner sections, product and services. For example, it's our events in different cities in Kazakhstan. Of course, you can use brands, etc. I'm just
And Alexey, I have one more question.
Yeah, of course.
About how the system works. As an exhibitor, can I send direct messages to the registered visitors? Or
yes, of course.
Okay, so I can see the list of people who are planning to visit the event, and can send messages to invite them to my booth, right?
Yes, you're absolutely right. You could send messages directly to visitors and exhibitor reps. And if you choose company,
this is also important because I can find partners among exhibiting companies, right?
Yes, absolutely right. Yeah, and if we have some conference, you can send message to delegates too, and have some conversation offline or online. It depends
that's very
of
convenient.
events. Yeah, and more key features of the solutions. It's our event applications, it's allow scan pages, yeah, and it looks, you already mentioned it in your presentation, it's looks like a scan button on the application, and of course you have a my QR code and you could share
We can scan
just,
as well, right?
yes, absolutely. And you have this similar functionality like a recommendation, exhibitors, exhibitor reps, etc., visitors, of course. And one more very important thing, it's my
And
team.
just one more thing to clarify.
Yeah.
If a visitor is interested in my company, he can as well use this system to send me a message or an invitation or an appointment.
Yes. Yes.
So it
It's
works
the
both ways, right? I can send messages to visitors and then can respond and define me as well.
yeah, you're absolutely right.
Okay.
We have relationship between exhibitors, reps, and visitors, but we don't have a relationship between visitors and visitors. Yeah.
I see.
It,
Yeah, that's
uh,
fair.
yeah. And yeah.
And as for AI, right, artificial intelligence,
Intelligence. Yeah.
this is the basis of recommendation system, right? So can you explain how it works?
Okay. I will start to.
I think it's very important because the show
Yes.
actually starts prior to the kickoff time, right?
Yeah. As I already mentioned it, you could use some into exhibitor portal description or tech catalog and have some different information about your company. Yeah, for example, it's mean you need to have some requirements for visitors. We collect all the information about visitors too, and after that, push the information into the solutions. Yeah, and after that, AI works with the information. Just seconds, I try to find you something. Give me seconds. Let's log off for my exhibitor portal. And it's look like your visitors' profiles. Yeah. And after that, you fill all information about visitors' profiles and we push the data to the solutions. If we click, for example, for something for its general director, means it's general director, and we see about the people indicate of company design and architecture, yeah, building materials, etc., into the profile, and we matching between visitor and exhibitor with the information. And of course, you could choose, doesn't matter, visitor or exhibitor company. If we find the company for example, for different company, yeah, I mean, our exhibitor. You see, yeah, we see something information. Sorry, it's description in Russian, but
Okay.
we need to
So
translate
the
it.
system analyzes the needs of a particular visitor, then picks up companies that match these interests, and then visitors receive a list of companies which he or she should attend when coming to the event, right?
Yeah, you're
Make it
absolutely right.
simple. Okay.
Yeah, and visitors and exhibitor received by email some notification about interesting, about meetings, about a lot of different stuff. Yeah. And after that, they need to go to
That
the
gives a
platform
company
and
extra promotion, right? And
absolutely.
so that's
Yeah.
an additional value actually to exhibiting. And what time before the event this system start working?
We do our best and start work of the system 6 months before events.
6 months, okay.
Yeah.
That's a
And
long period of
our
time.
future goal about 10 months before events. Yeah. I suppose it's next year it will be possible. And we start with this platform as soon as possible because we need to start off this platform and we need to have some information. If we don't have some information for clients, it's very difficult to start.
Yeah, that's why I was asking, because
Yeah,
it turns out the sooner you fill in your registration form and upload all the materials to the system, the better it will work for you. And the more time you as an organizer will have to promote the company to the relevant visitors, to the targeted audience. So that gives an extra advantage of you as an organizer to the exhibitors. So I think it's necessary to use this system. So
yeah,
let's stress it to all our participants how important it is to get involved into this process. Okay.
yeah. And one more important thing, it's about work with my team. We could use the solutions with matchmaking system. It looks like a meeting with you and your colleague. It's like as team members. You could have a look what of your team members have some meetings and one time, etc. You collect all leads of your company in one place. We have a company chat. We have some catch up and collect contacts, team members, company profiles. You could choose something information, have some additional description, etc. Of course, you could add brands and product and services. And yeah, we have a settings and a couple of function of lead qualification. If you have some, how to say, some information about lead qualification, it's hot or cold clients, etc. You could use these new questions. And of course, we have a export all the information, all contact and page scan. You could just click in one click, have all database from events. Yeah, it's work during event and after event 1 month. After 1 month, we have a rebook session, 1 more month, and after 2 months, we work with new applications. Yeah.
I see. And I see another advantage for an exhibitor here. You can track both the team performance and the individual performance of your team members. I think
Yes.
that's very important information for marketing and sales and for managing staff.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. This button, for example, it's export meeting contract for all the company. And if I'm interested only my, for example, yeah, I go to the profile and have some information about that, and have a button of export. It's export meeting in connections only from not from company. It's really easy to use. Just click one button and collect Excel spreadsheets. And you, of course, use with your CRM system or something like this, and
Great.
work with this immediately.
Perfect.
Yeah, and I would like to add, we have support on the events, and of course before and after events. You always could find our email supports into the websites, and we have a team who work with this application. It's name of ITESA events team, or ITESA Connects team, or ISA events, ISA Connect team, independence of location. Yeah, and yeah, don't hesitate to reach out to us and or stop our help during the events. We are to help to you succeed.
Okay, actually, your events never stop working on your exhibitors throughout the year. It's
we
non-stop
work
process.
all the year. Oh, absolutely right.
Okay. So, Alexei, do you have anything more to add?
To be honest, not. Yeah, that's all from my part.
Okay. Thank you very much for this insightful presentation. And let's have a look at our chat box. Do we have any questions? Yeah.
Not
Okay.
yet. If you have some questions, you could write right now.
Yeah, if you have any questions, please use this chat box. Okay. People always want to know about the video and the presentation that we worked on today. Will these materials be available to our today's attendees? Well, I think we can provide both the video and the presentation. They will be available for review, and the organizers will send over the links to these materials. If you think this information will be of use to anyone else, you can share those links. Okay. Since we don't have any questions, let me just sum up today's webinar. Let's go back to
we have only one question about languages.
Yeah, what is the language your app gives the information for users? That's for you, Alexei.
Yeah, it's very good questions. Yeah, for different locations we have different languages. For example, in Uzbekistan we have 4 languages. It's Russian, English, Uzbek, and Chinese. For Kazakhstan, this similar situation. It's Russian, Kazakh, English, and Chinese. In Turkish, now we have only 2 languages. It's Turkish and English, but we work on it, and nearest future we add Russian and Chinese too.
I see. Okay, great. Could you please tell some successful cases of how participants can attract their visitors to the show? Well, I've already mentioned that. I think that the most important thing an exhibitor can do is to arrange meetings in advance. Use matchmaking system, because often when you are entering new market, you don't have an access to databases, you can't make targeted ads. There are problems with emailing. So the best thing you can do is to arrange meetings using the matchmaking platform, trying to find some useful contacts in open sources, make contacts with those people, call them or send out emails. Another thing to do is to use social media platform, LinkedIn preferably, especially premium package. It allows you to find representatives of the companies you are interested in. For example, you can check the list of exhibitors, pick out companies you are interested in, and then find representatives of these companies in LinkedIn. And after that, you can send out invitations and invite those representatives to your stand at the exhibition. So 80% of success at the exhibition floor depends on matchmaking, depends on appointment meetings in advance. If you just rely on passers-by, I don't think it will work well. Of course, it can be resultative, but I won't recommend to rely on good luck. Prepare, make appointments in advance, and ask the organizers for the opportunities they can offer to announce your participation in the exhibition. Sometimes it is free of charge, sometimes it is provided on a paid basis, but again, the organizers are on your side. They are truly interested in your success. So ask your event coordinators for assistance. They will be glad to be helpful. Okay. As for other recommendations, they were listed in our webinar. Okay, thank you for this question. Anyway, so let's sum it all up. Let's go back to the presentation. I have one more slide to show. The last one. With the summary of our today's webinar. So I don't believe that success on the trade show floor is some kind of magic. It's consistent and hard work, and it consists of 3 periods: prior, at, and after the event. So prepare in advance. Benjamin Franklin's old quote still rings true: by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So the earlier you start planning your participation, the better. First of all, set up clear objectives. Cooperate with the event organizer. Announce your participation using all available channels. Make your stand open, attractive, and informative. Use physical demonstrations of your products or visuals if your products are intangible. Be proactive. Identify and qualify visitors. Get them involved into your products. Capture leads with a lead form or a badge scanning app, which we talked about. Follow up quickly and track your performance. So if you do all these points, the success is inevitable. I think this is pretty much it for today. So thank you very much for joining us today. And of course, we should thank our organizers for coming up with the initiative of running and managing this webinar. Alexei, Maria, Nadia, thank you very much. Thank you, guys. And thanks to everybody attending this webinar today. Thank you for your time and attention, and good luck at the exhibitions.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nikolay. Yeah, very interesting and informative.
Yes, it's always very pleasant to work with you and with your exhibitors and visitors. So I hope we will continue this initiative for other events. So stay tuned. We'll announce our next events.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Thank you for positive feedback. See you next time. Have a nice day. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.